Yeah, okay, great. It's done. Yeah, thank you. And welcome everybody to this demo call, which we have lined up for today. A lot of things are there to be covered today. And as I have gone through a lot of communications yesterday, I've just realized that yes, inner child, and even in my previous occasion when I was just trying to do a quiz for a random set of people, a random group. So I've realized one thing, that 99.9 or even 100% of people in the world require inner child healing. That's a must. So trauma busting, inner child healing. And I'll just take you through what we went yesterday. What is trauma healing? So basically a recap of yesterday, what we went through. What is trauma busted inner child healing? How it works. So the process which I have is it works on each year, beginning from your current running year, which means till date, like today, till yesterday, everything, or till today morning, everything will get released from your mind, body, and soul. Also, very important aspects are, we also looked at how it can take care of addictions, how it can take care of even unborn babies' energies from your system, which was which was a live case in my own client list. Then there are people who have feeling of being unwanted, not required, and all that kind of stuff. There are people who get into frivolous relationships, which means they're not serious. They just want to get some love from here, there, everywhere. So they get into such relationships, and then they also get stuck with blackmailers and all those kind of people. So that is also one which we saw. So these were some of the things. We also looked at what trauma is all about, 7 types of trauma, how it affects your amygdala, which is the trauma center or the heart of the brain, and also the 5 viscerals, which we talked about, how anger, procrastination, stress, anxiety, choleric humor, and like bloating, then mind fogging, how it affects us and why it gets developed because of these issues which we carry forward in our lives. Now, this is basically what we did yesterday. So just a recap I have done. And we also did a process where we released 1 year of your trauma from the past life, or rather from this lifetime. In any one traumatic year, we released from you, where I got some amazing feedbacks of one gentleman who had, I think in his 10th year, he met with a cycle accident. So he saw that trauma got released from him. So some really amazing responses I got, and I'm really thankful for you to come out and openly accept these things open-heartedly. And also some brave insights we got yesterday from a very brave lady. And my hats off to such people who openly come and accept what they have gone through. It's not a question of being any victim or something. They are in fact very brave that they accept it. Once they accept it, it becomes very easy to release them. This is what we are trying to understand today, how the course will help you become a better person in your day-to-day life. So I will just take you through certain situations, which will just help you make some decision in case there is any confusion. For example, any packages which you want to take, or I'm available on the group any which ways. So I'll just take you through some pointers, and we'll just also take some 2 to 3 individual demos. We are having clairs for today. We will identify what clairs are basically evident and which are your strong ones, which you go through. Then, as I mentioned, you can keep any one weakness ready with you, your own weakness, which you have identified. We will make that weakness as your strength. This is what I do during the course. So it will just take you, give you a kind of uh, an awareness how we convert a weakness into a strength, which a lot of corporates do that to forward their interests. Then there is a guided process. So from strength to weakness to strength. Then there is a one demo of reaction for 10 affirmations. Now, as I had mentioned yesterday, how happiness can make you imbalanced. This is something which even I was a bit taken aback when I started doing my survey or my reading into this subject. So I saw that 99% of the time heart is affected by happiness more than sadness, grief, and other things. I'll tell you how and why. This happiness kind of makes you imbalanced in your approach. It gives you a satisfaction which is good. A contented satisfaction is different. But a comfort level satisfaction is completely different, where you don't want to come out of that cocoon which you have created for yourself. Like if you know the procession of a butterfly. First, it is a pupae. The pupae eats the leaves and all that kind of stuff. And then it progresses and gets into a cocoon, where it closes itself and weaves around some protection around itself. And after the cocoon is made, so that is the comfort zone which we have also got. Now, after that comfort zone, okay, during the comfort zone, after the comfort zone, the butterfly comes out breaking the cocoon. So, which means it is breaking the comfort zone. So nature has given us these very clear ideas saying that we need to also come out of our comfort zones to start flying in our lives, start doing better. I think a general discussion is around how people are successful, how we are not successful. This is where the crux lies. This is where we kind of get into a negative way of living life, because we look at the exceptions and make them the rule. If we forget the exceptions, see, our life works on intention. So whenever I have a course or anything, I stress on the fact that we have an intention, we have a memory, we have an intent, which is something humans are gifted. If you look at human beings compared to animals, we are the weakest in terms of animals, if you really look at it. Even a normal rat will, something like, we will have a lot of problem with a rat, even a lizard for that matter. So we are one of the very weakest in terms of maybe the physical strength, if I may talk about. Yeah, there would be exceptions, no doubt. But still, if you look at strength-wise, animals have more strength in their jaws, in their hands, in whatever, like if you look at in terms of 100 kgs, 200 kgs, their jaw strength is there. So that way, comparatively, we are comparatively weak. But we have one big power, that is the power of intention, which God has given us, which the Almighty has given us. If we don't use that intention, then we start surviving rather than living. So that is what we, it's something like a structured approach to living life on your terms. This is what is my strength for teaching people how to live life on your strength, not to give in to any darkness or something like that. So how this happiness affects you is, for example, I'm just telling you one of my own points, where my own, so for example, I used to work in a company and someone gave me a reference saying that Deepak is interested in your company's employment. So maybe if I can send him to you. So wherever anybody gave a reference for me, I would be very complicit, very complacent in my approach. I used to go to the interview with the thought, oh my. So basically, it's something like, okay, this I will get anyway. So I used to go with that mindset. And 100% of the cases, I used to get rejected in those cases wherever I went with a reference. So there were two things happening here. One, I was getting into a comfort zone saying that this is already got, I don't need to make much efforts. So I used to go with that mindset. That is one. Second was, I was a self-made man. That was my, that time, that was a big drawback I had. So somehow going through other people's references, I had an inner urge not to maybe go for that job, although I wanted the job. But somewhere inside me, there was an unconscious thing which was pulling me back from that job. So this is where inner child pulls you back from certain opportunities which you so much want. You say that I want. For example, there are people, even last week I heard basically I was talking to someone. So the lady said that I want a child. And I told her that the problem is not with you, it's with your husband. And so she called me over to her home and we had a chat, and basically I was there for healing them. And when I was healing the husband, it came out very openly to the wife saying that it was the husband who was not wanting the child. So he said that I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm perfectly fine. Even if there is no child, I'm okay with that. So in short, if this was not known to her for the last 10 years, they are married together. So this was a shock to her. But this is what inner child healing can do. It can bring out your inner consciousness and come in front of you. And it can help you to clear first yourself, then your family. And of course, you can use it commercially as you would be maybe doing this for your livelihood or whatever. So it's a very good process which changed my life for sure. I can tell you my life changed after this. In fact, if you really look at my journey, I'm 11 years into it, but last 3 years after this process came into my life, I have seen a exponential growth in my own energies, plus even the success rate and other things what have come about. My energies have grown exponentially in terms of alarmingly high, you can say that way. So that is my only humble submission. I will also talk about what inner child can also do. But before that, I'll just take you through a process of, it is just 3 to 4 minute process, which is to identify your players as I had promised yesterday. So I would just like you to sit back and relax. It's a guided process. I will take you through that. Only thing you have to focus on is your feeling. Your feeling in the sense, it may be a lot of, so there are 6 type of clairs: clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognizant, claircognizant, clairaudient, then clairalliance and clairgustance. So 6 type of clairs are there. We focus only on vision, which may not be our strength. So focus on your body full completely. Maybe you might feel a twitch. You might feel like a pin, like some pain or something, like you just get some idea that, yes, this is what it is. So just be aware of in this 2 minutes, which I will be taking you through. So just take a deep breath and relax your mind, body, and soul. If you have any medical issue, if you're not able to take a deep breath, it's okay. You can take a normal breath. If you're driving, please don't do this while driving. Rest. There is no other contraindication. If you want to lie down and do it, it is also fine. It's completely, you should be completely relaxed. That is the only prerequisite. So take a breath. Breathe in love for yourself. Breathe out love for others. Breathe in peace. Breathe out all the chaos, all the confusion. Breathe in unconditional love for self. Breathe out unconditional love for others. You're completely relaxed. Your head is relaxed. Your throat is relaxed. Your shoulders, your hands, your full body, and your legs are completely relaxed. I request your awareness to go into your heart chakra now. As informed yesterday, the heart chakra is our center of the body, balances us, centers us, heals us, sends us unconditional love. So just be very peaceful, balanced, and calm in your heart chakra. Now, I will be telling each clair, the name of each clair. You need to just make out what vibrations or what indications is your body giving you. Just note them and relax. I'm starting now. Clairvoyant. Note the changes. Note the reactions. Maybe a tremor, maybe you'll feel like ants climbing, energy flowing. Something may come if you're not able to visualize. Clairaudient. The reactions of the body. Clairsentient. The reaction. Claircognizant. What the reactions of the body. Clairalliance. What the reactions of the body. Clairgustance. What the reactions of the body. Now, just focus for some moments on what reactions your body gave you. And you can just rub your palms, collect the energies in your heart chakra first to center you further. And your energy body is integrating into your physical body. Your body elemental is making note of all the changes of the cords getting done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. I hope you were able to identify what are your strong clairs, which are your strong clairs. Every individual will have different. You may have all, you may have some, but everybody does have. This is your intuition power. This is the power of the universe that has been given to you. Right. So as I was speaking about balance, balance is important in life in all respects. How balance helps you? Balance helps you by making you completely balanced. For example, if you have gone for a blood test, you will see that you are told that red blood corpuscles have to be from that X to X. Likewise, so if it is below that range, it is also bad. If it is above that range, even then it is bad. So likewise, life is also has to remain very balanced. You have to be very balanced. Even if it is a happiness, you have to be balanced. God forbid, if it is sadness or any trauma, even there you have to maintain your balance. in that situation, you don't get into these despair modes, these situations where you get stuck. This is where, when it comes, is where you attach to anything. You attach to happiness, you attach to sadness, you attach to despair, you attach to trauma. Anything where you get attached to, this is where it will take you. So be rest assured, have full faith in yourself. You are a very powerful being. So once you are balanced in life, this is what you will become: completely aware of yourself, completely aware of your energies, which will, what you will know when I do those 10 affirmations, how your body reacts. So this is where, if you get fearful, which tells you that this is where you are maybe, maybe heading the wrong way, or whatever it is. There is no judgment here, purely for information and to help you realize or release all these these particular things is what my primary objective is, so that you can live your life completely to the fullest. Also, you will have abundance as your option. So once you have abundance and unconditional love inside you, nothing in this world can stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. This is a promise. And I have seen many people come out of their darknesses and start living life to the fullest. Like, I will talk about one girl who had come to me. She had an immune disease where her skin used to kill herself. Her skin cells would kill herself, and she used to have a lot of numbness, like in her thighs. It started with the thighs, and the doctor said it will spread over the body, and they have no solution for this. So her mother, I told that you need to do it regularly for her. So her mother learned it from me, and she did that for her. This was about 2 or 3 years back, when this was at the very start of the process, when I downloaded it, and her mother learned it, and she is now doing it regularly for her daughter. 2.5 years, whatever was damaged, the skin tissues or whatever was damaged, that has got rectified, and no further damage of the, so that immune issue just stopped happening after the inner child healing was done. So that is the kind of results it can give you. If you, it's something like, if you have a progressing illness, or God forbid, I'm just saying, I don't want you to take that, but I'm saying this is a reality also, because of somewhere in our inner, this thing, we carry these illnesses. Then there was this lady who is a healer herself. And so she came to me for some healings, and she was stuck in her career somewhere, because somewhere she was not able to see beyond a point, and she was not. So she was somewhere restricted in her own areas, and she used to feel I'm the best, but unfortunately the results were not speaking. So somewhere there was an imbalance in the confidence level and the results. So when I saw that where it was coming from, she had a very low self-esteem. And if you remember yesterday, I talked about the DSED part of it. DSED is basically the detached, disinhibited social engagement disorder. So she was the one in which she had that trauma where she used to appear very bombastic and easily. So she used to appear that she's very overconfident kind of a situation. So she used to show that. Inner wise, she was very vulnerable and very weak. So when I healed her, I came to know that when she was 3 years, 4 years old, her own maternal uncle had molested her. Because of that, she was carrying this trauma from her childhood. And the moment I did this, all those air around the rebel she was, and the kind of insecurity she was living with, all just vanished. And in the last 1.5 years after that she did this process with me, she has lived a very balanced life and doing much better. Even her husband, he also had got his, I will not name them, of course, but his family was completely into astrology. So somewhere in his childhood, her husband was told by their father and their uncles saying that you need to get into astrology. You need to get into astrology. Because of this, he was a coach for, I think, that baseball or basketball. Yeah, maybe basket or American football, sorry. So he was a coach for that. He used to do that as a kind of a freelancing job. So their earning was not fixed. Her husband had a beautiful body, and I just mentioned to him that why don't you do modeling? So he said that somehow he had a lot of blockages towards that. So when I did his inner child, the blockages was from his childhood, where he had learned a lot of astrology. He was not able to connect to the astrology part of it. And ultimately, after my inner child healing, 1.5 years back, I saw him on Facebook, and now he's successfully doing modeling. So that is the kind of change which you will be experiencing. In fact, that time, even their income was, God forbid, was so low that they were asking money from their fathers and their father-in-law. That kind of situation they were. Now, after this, the girl is doing better. The boy has started getting into advertisements and all that. They are doing pretty well. And they are taking care of their family, and maybe now in that abundance mode, you can look at that way. In fact, she learned it also last 15 days back. So that is how it can change you. Simran, can you see if Namrata ji is around? Namrata Dubey.
Yes, Deepakk ji.
Is she
yes. There? Yeah.
And I would request if you can take her on a call for the testimonial.
Sure. I have sent a mute request.
Thank you. Yeah. So, in fact, Namrata, there was one more lady who had done it and who had done the course with me. And she also was having, I will not share the name, of course, because I always maintain confidentiality. But she had, her mother passed away after giving birth to her. So she came, so she had a stepmother. And the trauma she was carrying was completely on a different level altogether. And she was very angry, very angry. She was a healer herself, but very angry. And this, as she did the course now, last year she did the course. And in the last 1 year, we did that process during the class. After that, every week that she's clearing, she's telling that she is completely in a different zone altogether. And now she, in fact, has become more chilled out about her life. She's, earlier she would brood and, do a lot of negative thoughts and things like that. Now she goes out for vacations more regularly, moves around here, there, everywhere. So that kind of, she has started living life queen size is the right word. So that is what this course can do, this healing can do for you. Yeah, is Namrata ji around?
I have sent her a mute request.
Okay. No problem. Maybe when she comes, she comes. Yeah. Namrata ji, are you there? Let's proceed. So I will talk about my favorite subject, fears. So fears are something which are our mechanism in our body, which guides us to certain changes which we will be coming forward to. So fears are some mechanism of the universe which make us aware of the changes we need to have, either technically or in terms of any education or in terms of any prerequisites in terms of spirituality, maybe strength wise, energy wise. So fears are something which is known as, I don't know if you know this, if you have heard about it, please bear with me, maybe one more time, because this is a very important point. So fears make us go into dark avenues, dark alleys. Now, fear is known as few. So the one which I downloaded last year is the future empowerment awareness response system. So it is something like if you have, God forbid, a cyclone, let's say in a town. So they come and tell you that there is a cyclone. So you need to go to a higher place, or you need to not move out during the cyclone time. So they don't tell you to scare you or put fear inside you. They just make you aware of to take certain corrective measures which can help you to save yourself from that destruction. Likewise, to grow in life, you have to take certain steps and certain measures. Those steps and measures will be with this fear. You come to know that now, yes, I need to take this step. I need to go for maybe empower myself with this particular course or that particular thing or that particular whatever comes in your awareness. So that is how fear works, to give you pointers of growth, how to grow, where to grow. And even fear also tells you how to resolve your karma. But the problem with our body is that we have got cortisol, which attaches us to fear. I would request you not to attach to that cortisol, but put your focus and awareness on dopamine. The dopamine is something which gives you positive vibrations in the body. So cortisol takes you to the negative path, which is why first thing we think is negative, because cortisol takes us there. Increase your dopamine awareness or awareness around dopamine. Dopamine gives you positive thoughts and vibrations. Fears, just remember one thing in life. Fears are our guiding mechanisms. They are not there to make us fearful, make us scared. We are going to grow in our life because of fears. So with this, I will request if all of you all have done the weaknesses. I hope everybody has written the weaknesses down. Any one weakness I had told. Can you just give a thumbs up or something on the chat, Telegram chat, so that I know that everybody's got the fears with them. Any one fear you can think about in your mind, and we will convert that into your strength with my healing energy, which I also give it as a process along with the course. Simran, is everybody giving any update on the group?
Yeah. Kuchia is saying, I got phobia of people. Please heal me, sir.
Okay.
And we have got fear of failing, fear of losing loved ones, fear of living alone, fear of losing loved ones.
Okay. So that anyway will be done during the course as well as the healing processes. I'm here talking about the weaknesses. The weaknesses which I had said yesterday, that you need to just have one weakness of yours, which is your weakness, which is your perceived weakness. The weakness is a subjective term for that particular moment. The moment you empower yourself, your weakness becomes your strength. So the fear, so not the fear. Fear, of course, goes when you do the healing and even the course. If you do, that's a continuous healing which we do. In that, there are certain homeworks and certain procedures where we take care of the healing. The fears. Here I'm talking also weaknesses. There is a process in the course particularly where we make you aware of your weaknesses, and the awareness is not to make you weak, but to strengthen that weakness. A lot of companies do this, like Hindustan Lever. The challenge for them was to go into a village. How to go into the interiors of India is what it was a major problem for them. Now, if you really look at it, they call someone called the warriors something. I'm not very clear on the name. I think Angan warriors or something they call them as. These ladies are somewhere in the Anganwadi, and they work in the villages in small pockets, different processes. So Hindustan Lever basically put them on commission basis, saying that if you reach out to these stores in your location and tell them to take money orders from us, so they put them on a commission basis. For whatever orders they execute, they would get commissions. So what I'm trying to say is the weakness now is one of their biggest strengths. So if you put awareness on your weakness, it will become your strength, which is what I'm trying to help you today by making one of your weakness into a strength. So before that, of course, we can take 2 to 3 individuals. Till the time, of course, people write down their weaknesses. Any one weakness
we have
they have.
got some. Mona has written procrastinating. Rushali has written lack of confidence. Again, we have procrastination. Jasmine has written laziness, low self-esteem. Again, we have procrastination. Pinky has written very nervous when it comes to my near ones in pain.
Right. So we can take any 2 to 3 people whom you select.
Okay. Let's take Mona.
Yeah, whoever. Your choice.
Before we start the demo, I would like to inform everybody that we are live and we are recording this and we will be sharing it on different social media platforms. So please be mindful of sharing personal information.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this in always.
Thank you, Deepakk.
Yeah.
Have sent a mute request to Mona.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Namaste Deepak ji.
Namaste Mona ji.
Uh,
Yeah.
So is mostly in legal issues and really important matters. It's hard for me to take decisions and I keep putting it off, and I know I have to take it, but I don't know why I am lazy to take it. And then my children keep telling me, why are you so indecisive? And, you keep putting it off. And I think I need to get over this.
Yeah. So I think somewhere maybe 15 years back, I was in similar shoes. So don't worry. We are in similar shoes. Even I used to get a lot of beating from my bosses, sometimes my wife. Why are you prolonging it? Why are you dragging?
All other areas of life,
I understand.
Like I will quickly do things and all that, but especially legal issues and paperwork or something like that, when it comes to, I don't know why I try to put it off, like, okay, I'll do it. It keeps going on and on.
There's the fear of getting, something like you become very vulnerable when in a legal situation. This is what I'm getting. So somewhere it is coming from your past life. From this lifetime, from your childhood days. Maybe you have seen someone legally getting affected, and probably what is happening is that today, day to day, if you look at the way legal situation works in India.
Yes.
So that is something which is at the back of my mind also. Like even during my growing up years, during my teenage years, just around maybe when I was 21, 22, we lost a huge chunk of our property, and we were not able to fight for that because the money which was about to go was in lakhs. So yes, even I had a major block in terms of going legal into this thing, because yes.
Thankfully, I have not experienced anything like this that I can recall at the moment. But this is an issue not from now, but for a very long time. Like I keep putting off things which I feel I can just, at the zap of a moment, I can just deal with it and finish it off. And then I say, why am I doing it? At times, even simple phone calls, I'll wait, like, and then I'll say, it was just a 2-minute job, and why did you have to wait? Like unnecessarily, like I prolong things.
So this is coming from your mind store memory. Unconscious.
Well, let's deal with
block.
it. Yeah, I need to release that.
Yeah, okay. So basically my point of doing this was just to I'll do this process for everybody. So I'm just trying to understand from you, and then we will do the process for everybody all together. I was just trying to
Okay.
understand from you. So, so generally, what are you doing in terms of Monaji? Like, are you like
No, I am a homemaker. I'm done
great?
with all my duties in life. So
Great.
I'm taking life easy. I am into this healing since, path with crystals and all that, which everything I'm just absorbing and learning by myself. I've not, officially learned any healing modality, which
Yeah.
I'm basically looking to start a healing modality because I'm highly empathetic.
Yes.
And so I'm looking into it. I have a lot of time, but I keep reading a lot about all these healing things, and when I get such things from you guys, I said, okay,
Yeah.
let me get into it. And but I just cannot make a decision. I'm quite indecisive in certain areas of my life. Yes, I'm also indecisive.
Yeah. So, see, this is where I was trying to say. I don't know why today I just spoke about package C more, because somewhere I'm feeling that that helps you to remain in a balanced frame of mind forever. So it's kind of a maybe a weekly practice, because and all that kind of stuff, and we are together. So in my group, I'm not any mentor. I'm just a learner like you. So everybody is a learner. Even I am a learner
Yes,
there, because
I
I
am a
keep learning.
learner.
I am also a learner always. I will learn till my grave. Of course, I'm not.
Oh, that is the best thing to do. I
Yes,
mean,
yes,
I have already learned my lessons the hard way through, saying, I know. And now I
yeah,
say no because I knowing I have taken a lot of burden on
yes,
myself. And
yes,
yes, I've had a bad childhood.
yeah,
So that also is there at the back of my mind, also playing and all. And I was thinking about the, learning the healing, because that healing, now I know how it has affected me. And during the lockdown, I think it was a blessing in disguise, because a lot of introspection has happened. A
yes.
lot. And the changes that have happened, I'm so happy about it myself, because
Yes,
there was a lot of things that I let go. I understood, and that's how I've reached a point, like, I need to heal myself, because
yes,
once I learn the healing modality, I need to pass it on to my children. Though they are, they don't believe into all this, they say it is all bullshit and all that. But I know what I have been through and I'm going through, and somewhere they are too going through, because
yeah,
things happened during my pregnancy and all that.
yes,
And while they were in their childhood also, but they are not connecting the dots. But since I am now understanding and I'm connecting the dots,
yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah,
quietly I can sit and just heal them,
yes,
where
yes,
but
yes,
I just want to, I had a question.
yeah,
Without somebody knowing about it also, and accepting the healing, is that possible for me to do it?
yes, yes, very much,
I
very
can
much.
do it.
Yes, yes. In fact, the only thing which probably, see, I'll tell you what. There is a free will which will come into play here. That's the only thing which will come into play. Otherwise, the soul is already ready to change itself. And in fact,
Right.
today's situation, why did these healing energies come around the last 5, 6 years, if you really look at it? Because Earth needs to ascend. Earth needs to go to
Oh,
the second
yeah.
level. Yeah.
I had this question, playing always about where were these healing modalities so many years back? Like, how come everything has surfaced now and so many of it together? Like, and it is all the more confusing to decide, like, what do you need? What would you really want to get into the depth of it?
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you why. In fact, just take you a bit back in time. If you really look at the 13th, 14th, and 15th century, that
Hmm.
is the time when you see a lot of plunderers and all, lot of people came into India for looting and Ghazni and God knows what not. Everybody was there in during
Right.
that time. And that was
Right.
the time a lot of forces also came, alien forces, which just put off the whole progression of Earth into the fifth dimension. So it's something
Oh.
like that time was the time when Earth was progressing at a very good rate and just pulled down. Now is
Mm-hmm.
the time in the last, if you really look at it, the pandemic has been the turning point, if I may use that word.
Yes. Yes.
And
I
exactly
do
at the end
agree.
of, exactly at the beginning of the pandemic, this process also came into my awareness, which I released. And I'm telling you, my doctor told me the way you have described, I also had some 3-4 months. I was continuously releasing that anger because I had so much pent up in me. So every week I used to heal myself. Every week I used to heal myself. So I released so much, so much, so much that the doctor said that you have got saved from ulcer and ultimately maybe cancer.
Wow.
So much of releases, so much of releases. I had H. pylori bacteria. I had so many things which were inside me. So yesterday someone asked me whether you can heal. Yes, we can heal kidney, but you need regular healing for
I
that
mean,
kidney. What is damaged?
sorry, but to
Yeah,
interrupt,
yeah.
but I don't know what, I've been releasing so much, but all of a sudden, I have developed this hypothyroidism. And I am saying, where did this come from? That is why yesterday in the group I have put,
Yes,
that can
yes,
you,
yes.
intestinal and thyroid issues and gut issues be healed, because I have gut issues. I think probably I've got it from my last birth or what, because I have been suffering that from childhood. That's what
Okay,
my mother used to say.
okay,
So I think I have carried that, and I'm totally living like on laxatives. I mean,
okay.
without my Ayurvedic laxatives, I cannot travel the world or do anything. It goes everywhere. It's part of me.
Correct, correct,
So
correct.
that is my main thing, which I'm looking to release. That I don't know what trauma is hidden within, and I was also in between planning to go in for the past life regression, and then I said, listen, don't try to get deeper into it. What comes before you, take
Yeah,
it and release it, and just move on. Don't try to dig too much issues and all.
yes,
I mean, all these thoughts came during this
yeah.
pandemic time.
So
And
how?
even crystal, I got interested in crystals, I think from 2019. And somebody gifted me a book, and I picked up so few crystals which I got
Right.
attracted to. And it was basically when I had been on my trip to California,
Yeah.
and over there I felt the mountains just calling me.
Right.
Like the vibration was so high, like I said, what is it that it's trying to tell me?
Yeah.
And did anything happen on this mountain? Do I have some kind of connection? Have I been there?
Yeah.
Or there is something? And then, just few months back, I realized that it's Mother Earth,
Mm.
who is trying to ask me to get connected, you know
Right.
and I learned the grounding technique, and I started doing the grounding technique, which really helps me.
Right.
And all these things, then slowly, like it started coming to me, and I said, why did all these things not come a little bit early in life? Like I
It is
could
all
just
divine
relieve
timing.
things.
That much I can tell you.
Yes,
It's all divine timing, and just hop on for package C. I can assure you
yes.
that whatever you're going through is going to get cleared.
Yeah,
So I will do
I'm
the
thinking about it. Yeah.
right. So I will take everybody in the healing together. So you can. So I just wanted to just have a tete. Maybe I'll speak to one or two more people, and then
Okay.
get into the healing of that. We
Sure.
converting the weakness into the strength. Thank you. Thank you
Sure.
so much
Thank
for
you. Thank you
sharing,
so
and
much.
it was a
Thank you.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Same here, Deepak.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Similarly, we can take the second. Simran?
Yes, Deepakji.
Yeah. Second
Um,
person. Whoever can.
let's take Srilata. She has written, my intensified emotions is my weakness.
Okay.
Hello, hi, sir.
Hi, Srilata.
Hi. So, for me, my weakness has been mostly my emotions, because of which I have struggled a lot from my childhood. It
Okay.
feels like I have some inner child issues. No one is able to hear me out. Nobody is able to understand me. And part of me, it is my mistake because I don't express myself too much. If I'm expressing, it's too out there. My emotions are so
Yeah.
intensified and
Understood.
heightened. Yeah, it's mostly in the negative part. it is coming out in the negative form, like anger or frustration. Too many negative emotions.
Yeah. So first of all, stop expecting people to listen to you.
Mm.
Listen to yourself and take the measures yourself. Because let me assure you, I have also been through a lot of these things, and in fact, my own sometimes even my own teachers would run away from me. I was so negative once upon a time. So it's okay to be alone. In fact, it's just that you need to empower yourself so that you can go through this darkness and come out as a winner. End of the day, you should not get into further darkness. Is my only concern. So the weakness which we will share for you would be that. But my only suggestion and request is that empower yourself. Empower yourself by two ways. One is maybe go for package C. I'll tell you why. But more than that, you have to love yourself and have unconditional faith and love for yourself. A lot of people have given us a lot of wrong, I would say wrong knowledge or learning, saying that having too much of self-love is ego. That is also correct. But unconditional love for self is a must so that you can go ahead in life. It's not that we don't make mistakes. It's only thing we don't live with those mistakes is my request here. If you make a mistake, accept. I make a mistake, I accept straight away. I don't even think twice. I just say, yes, I'm sorry. End of the story. Please don't drag that further. Don't talk further on that. Okay, I have done a mistake. I'm just seeing how it can be cleared. Contemplate if you want. Don't procrastinate ever. And have full faith in yourself. If you can have full faith in yourself and have unconditional love for yourself, you don't need to do any healing process. This is my submission to you. It's not that I want you to do the class or something of that sort. I want you to empower yourself. If you're able to love yourself unconditionally, you don't need any healing at all. This is a secret which I'm sharing with you. Nobody will share with you. Because that is what, once you have full faith in yourself, which means you know even these ups and downs, whatever is coming, it is coming for your highest good. So you will accept them rather than flow into it's something like there is a river taking you through, right? So if you try to go upstream, it may not help you. It is taking you maybe to a newer location. So if you try to resist that will also not work for you. Because maybe you will get more hyper, maybe you will drown and go, God forbid, anything like this happens. So sometimes they say, go with the flow. So always surrender yourself to the Almighty and have full faith and love yourself. That is my submission to you. Rest, we will do the clearing as we do for everybody, making your weakness into your strength. That is the process I will do shortly.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
sir. Actually, my whole life was okay.
Yeah, sorry, whole life was, you were saying something, sorry, Srilata.
I was actually saying my answer always has lied in what you said, the unconditional love. I have always been searching my whole life for unconditional from others. That is my mistake.
You are the source.
Yeah, I am the source. I have to inculcate that love in myself. I can't keep looking outside of me.
Hop on package C if you are getting connected. But I would request you to really look at it and get connected to your masters, to your God who you pray to. Just see where it is coming from. I would like you to get empowered, and you can even. What are you doing currently, Srilata? Just for my knowledge.
Currently, I'm not working, so I'm trying to build a career in the healing field itself. I recently joined for a tarot course, so any which way I can know myself better. Yeah, unconditional love, it comes no matter what I'm doing, how, in what situation I am. I have to be okay with it.
Yes.
So I'm trying to know myself better, to understand myself better.
I don't know why I'm getting one information which Mahavatar Babaji had given to me 7 years back when he came into my life, and that transformed my life to a major. was told by him to be a solution-oriented healer.
Mm.
So if someone comes to me, there is something inside me which tells me how to solve that problem. And the healing comes automatically. Automatically means not automatically, it is via the intuition which it comes. So something like you can also think on this, being a solution-oriented healer is what I think your life path is. Somehow I just, when I was just talking to you, it just, I got a flash, solution-oriented healer. This is what
That is absolutely right, sir. That is so right. Because I have always been focused on solving problems. All my life, if someone comes to me saying the problem, okay, so you can do something about it, right? You're just telling about the problem for me. I think I know the solution for this. Why don't you implement this? I have always been providing solutions.
So, Madam,
Yeah.
it's something like I'm telling you probably what the masters are telling me. So maybe we are on the same wavelength here. So hop on, come.
Yeah.
I, I'll release your
Thank you so much.
maybe make your weakness your strength. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So very interesting discussions we are having. You can take the final caller.
Yes, Deepak ji, let's take Sachi.
Yeah.
She has written weakness, not standing up for myself, and self-doubt. Hi, Sachi.
Hi. Hello, sir.
Hi. 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 Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
That is so normal, you know.
Yes. Also, a lot of self-doubt, I think, involved in not standing up. For sure.
So this is where exactly it comes from. I love pink light. And so pink light is nothing but unconditional love. I'm a big fan and promulgator of pink light. And so do that in Sri Lanka. You can do pink light process for yourself. Cover yourself with pink light daily basis. So see where this comes from is predominantly because, to be very frank, we think India is a bit backward in these things, but gender bias is there everywhere in the world.
Right.
I had done even healing for one lady who was a Swedish lady. And the kind of trauma she had gone through in her childhood is something unimaginable. Right. I cannot even think of that kind of thing, even in an Indian context. So, in fact, her mother threw her out of her home, and someone, threw her out of her home when she was 14, all of 14 years, and someone just picked her from the street and took her home, fed her. Literally, she was made a prisoner for 2 years before she was rescued by someone else. So, that kind of trauma I have helped her release. In fact, she learned it also, and she is now beautifully healing others who are in trauma. See, because what happens is that somewhere, Shachi, we get these informations because we are, like, for example, the darkness which I had gone through. There were 3 years of mine which was complete darkness. That was my 3 years. What I would have gone into a small in the crevice completely, or I would have sustained, maybe climbed higher. So I preferred climbing higher. Preferred in the sense, of course, I used to fall, I used to get up. I used to fall, I used to get up. Then somewhere into 4 years back, someone told me your time is going good. So I said that anyway, I have nothing more to fall down. I have reached the lowest level which I can. So right from here, I will only walk up. So maybe I reached the lowest point in my whole life, even with these healing modalities were keeping me going. But if you look at energy-wise, I was at the lowest nadir. I used to make silly mistakes 7 years, 8 years back. So silly mistakes, very silly mistakes, which were very, I laugh at myself nowadays, laugh it off. today. So
I think yes.
I used to always be a constructive person, saying that even if I'm at the lowest, now I can only come up. So nothing bad is going to happen to me. It's okay. I have been through the worst. So I find all is done and dusted. As you Dustin Hoffman kata tha na. He used to fire that bullet is out, gone. The milk has already spilled, so no need crying over it.
No overthinking.
Yes. So that is what you will do from now.
Okay.
So what are you doing, Shachi? Just for my knowledge.
So I'm doing chartered accountancy.
Wow.
So I'm just have 4 exams left, and I'll probably clear it maybe in May or maybe later. I don't know. So that is what I'm doing right now.
My daughter-in-law, होने वाली daughter-in-law का sister is just done her final, maybe two more papers. I think May she will be appearing ultimately.
Perfect. Perfect. That
So
is
I
what
want you
I'm
to do well for yourself. Hop
Yes,
on.
sir.
And see, for your life, I don't know what path, whatever you have thought about, always have a goal in life.
Yes, sir.
Always have a goal, one for how much money you want to achieve. And after that, what will you do with that money? And maybe if you have any social causes, first, of course, your life path, which you need to go
Figure
forward.
out.
Figure out. So first, money, because see, money is the necessary devil. Very, very. I also know money is subjective, but very necessary. So it's a
Yes.
necessary devil, if I may use that word. Yeah.
The financial freedom is more important, I think.
Yes. So that's the point. And hop on and maybe see you sometime soon. Probably
Sure,
maybe package C or package B, depending on what is your calling. Of course, ultimately it depends on your calling. See, what happens is that the healing is not only for healers as such. Even for self-development, we take a lot of courses. Public speaking. What happens in public speaking is they increase your confidence level.
Right.
So what these courses or these processes, if you do weekly on that, it also helps develop your confidence. So what are we doing? We are only making you more confident and more happy in your skin.
Right.
People are not happy in their own skin. Like I used to feel embarrassed talking in front of 100 people, 10 people, even 5 people. I used to be pip squeak. Chua ban jata tha. I used to run away like a mouse. So,
Yes.
so like earlier, my home was on the 2nd floor, long back. So if I used to call for someone, they would not listen to me. I used to be very conscious about people. Arey, main bolunga to, everybody will see me. I was very conscious. Now I am on the 11th floor. If I shout from down, even the 15th floor people look down. The whole thing is transformative. So
Okay,
live
sir.
life to the fullest, live life queen size. This is what my suggestion is. And balance,
Sure,
of course, the weakness you have got, you will convert that into your strength.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank
Sure,
you.
sir.
Yeah, so I will now take everybody on this process. Just relax your mind, body, and soul, and focus on the one weakness which you have identified for yourself. I do this as a process after package C, in which I take them into these weaknesses which they have got, and we convert them into the strength, so that ultimately you are the winner. Always remember that. Just focus on that one weakness which you have identified for yourself. You are relaxed, mindful, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in normally, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Normal, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now just take your awareness to your heart chakra. I'm sending the healing energies of the symbol which I attune you with during the inner child or the trauma busting inner child Antaha Santati Ropana program. So I'm sending this Binduri symbol, which can help transform your weakness into your strength. So put your awareness or focus on the weakness right now. And the symbol is traveling to you with full speed. I have already created sacred space, so don't worry. Oh, I can feel a lot of energies coming from all of you, and even those on the recording who will be on the recording will be experiencing the same energies. As this weakness is now being converted into strength, releasing all the weakness around this weakness to make it a strength. Wow, it is all released. Now healing with the green, white, turquoise, the blue, violet, and pink light. Lord Metatron and Lord Melchizedek, please heal the weakness to make it a strength. And it's burning in the violet flame. Now, this process is now complete. Just take 3 deep breaths and just say, I am abundant as you release it. Another deep breath, depending on a medical health. Another deep breath as you release the breath. I am abundant. The third deep breath, I am abundant. And sending you the healing energies. You can just note suddenly now, if you think of the same weakness, how do you feel? And you will see the change the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That is how quickly this energy can help you come out of any situation. Symbol is very powerful. As you make out, you can come out, rub your palms, collect the energies in your heart chakra, then in your eye, then open. Welcome back. You can have water. Generally, I drink about 6 to 7 liters of water every day. The kind of energies which I release from my inner side. Get used to this. The more you release, the more you feel thirsty. It's good for you, ultimately. Great.
Thank you, Deepakji. It was really very nice.
Thank you.
Feeling very relaxed and very thirsty also.
These are very, this is a very transformative system which I had developed. And in fact, it helps you to face your fears. Ultimately, the strength will only help you to face your fears. So Monaji, hope you got the relief which we were talking about on the call. Great. I can see. Great.
Okay, so we have got some response in the group. Shayali is saying, I feel a painful part of me went away suddenly.
Wow.
Prajakta is saying, I can feel the difference. My heart is feeling heavy or light somehow.
Great. Imagine what you can do when you learn the symbol. And with this symbol, you can just, like, snap of a finger, you just send the symbol, it does the healing and you are cleared. Life problem solved within 1 minute, 2 minutes. That's
Amazing.
exactly how simple it is. That's exactly how simple it is. Which is what I keep saying, people say that you have to do this, you have to work on yourself. Sorry, I don't believe in working on myself. I just believe in saying that today and now I'm a changed person. I have transformed now. So this process will help you to transform whatever is coming up as your weakness straight away into your strength. And there you go. I believe in Gati, not the company, but Gati as in the Sanskrit word, which is Gati, the name meaning is speed with direction. So we will go at full speed with direction. We will not go helter-skelter. We go in our life path, in our soul path, full speed. So when we go on the life path and the soul path, what happens? Our speed increases. Our life starts becoming very clear, and we don't have any darknesses to think about because we have too much of, we are very, very busy with living our life. So who's got the time to procrastinate? Who's got the time to think? No need to think. Your intuition is guiding you. That is good enough. I have stopped overthinking. I have stopped thinking at all. Yes, maybe some new project or something, then some new process comes. I maybe procrastinate nahi, but I maybe contemplate for 2-3 minutes or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, contemplate only. Whatever has worked, whatever has not worked, I don't procrastinate. I just surrender my outcome to the divine. Wherever, so basically I was mentioning yesterday on one of the persons that I am the creator. I am the creator as far as anything to do. I will not leave any stone unturned, making an effort. But as far as the outcome is concerned, if it is for my highest good, not for my highest good, maybe in my logical mind, I may not be aware. So I surrender the outcome to the divine, Almighty. Let them take a call. And believe me, they have always guided me to the right path. Even last week, I had gone through 1 or 2 days of darkness, but that has given me one more light. You know what? I will not talk too much on that, but there was one new process which was given to me 3 days back, 4 days back. So that darkness which came for half a day to me gave me a new process. Maybe I'm just working on that process. So this is how you get blessed by the divine. Once you're on the path, they keep telling you, keep blessing you, keep giving you new things to work upon, new modalities to work upon. Once you commit yourself that, yes, I am a solution-oriented healer, I will ensure that whatever comes to my awareness, I'll only disclose to you one thing. Maybe something regarding cancer came into my awareness. So that is what also I'm working on. In the same, maybe in the same symbol or maybe different symbol or whatever. So what I'm saying is that you keep yourself open to grace when you take these steps forward. So I would suggest again, embrace whatever you are getting as a divine guidance from your masters. Embrace whatever is coming in your awareness, package C, package B, or package A. But don't end up procrastinating is my only request. So that's what one more thing which I wanted to share is that someone mentioned about some problem maybe coming from a past life or something. Let me also tell you about one situation where your garbhashay or the mother's womb is also a place from where you get a lot of things, a lot of such energies, which kind of, if the mother has gone through certain, like I'll give you an example, a live example again. Now this lady was very submissive and would give in to her husband's request, and she was affected by domestic violence in her home and things like that. Now, when I did her healing, her father was very good to her. Her father was not good to her wife, which is her mother. So for them, he was good. So she had a good life. Otherwise, yes, after marriage, she got the husband and her mother-in-law would kind of, get into this domestic violence with her. Her mother, when this girl was in the womb of that mother, she had gone through a lot of bouts of such domestic violence. And that fear remained inside this girl. Although she did not experience this during her childhood, because I think Monaji or someone was saying that I had experienced, I do not remember having experienced or something like that. So this just came to my awareness that she also did not experience anything in her life, but her mother's womb, from there she learned, she got this mirror imaging for her mother. And when I healed her mother's womb, last was about 7 months back, I did the reading for this lady. She has now been able to voice herself as Shachi. This is also maybe coming for you. She is also started living life, voicing herself very clearly. And now she has got cordial relations with her husband and with her mother-in-law also. It took 2 to 3 months for them to come to a level. But she learned it and she is now even healing them, because it was not her. It was her energies, plus they were also having certain disturbances, certain insecurities, which were making them affect this girl. So it is very important to first heal yourself so that you don't accept things which are not good for your highest good. If you feel in a toxic relationship, first heal yourself from the toxicity and then try and heal those people. So your life will turn a 180-degree turn. Generally, people say 360-degree turn, but 360-degree turn is basically taking you back to where you came. So your life will take a 180-degree turn. So Garbhashay healing or the womb healing goes to that extent, goes to the depth of it and gets you out of these miseries which you have so long given into. There's any, so how is everybody feeling from the weaknesses converting into strength?
Yeah. So, okay, Mona has shared, thank you, feeling very light-hearted and fearless and easy.
Thank you.
Shweta said, thank you, sir. Deepa is saying, having headache, feeling sleepy. Diksha said, okay, it's not about the reaction, but she said, I'm not able to make a payment on yesterday's link. Please share again. We will share it again, Diksha,
Okay.
and we will help you. Soma said, feeling lighter. Kuchia said, I am feeling light, sir. Thank you. Arvinder said, feeling very light and feeling of go ahead. Anita said, I'm feeling very heavy head and feeling sleepy. Shweta is saying, can I get yesterday's recording? It is already there, Shweta, in the group chat.
Anita, can you get her
We will
on spotlight?
share it again. Yeah, sure.
Feeling heavy head, right?
Yeah.
If she is comfortable, please, that is very important.
Okay. Okay, we will wait for Anita's response.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. Done. So,
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
hi, Anita ji. Hi.
जी सर थोड़ा सा सर भारी हुआ मेरा, और साथ में मुझे ऐसा लगा जैसे मैं कॉल के बीच में मुझे नींद आ गई, शायद इतना ज्यादा स्लीपी फील हुआ। जैसे ही आपने बोला कि टेक सम वाटर, तब मुझे लगा कि मैं अवेयरनेस में आई हूँ। शुरुआत में मैं सारा सुन रही थी जैसे आप गाइड कर रहे थे, लेकिन पता नहीं चला कब वो रिलैक्सेशन थी या नींद थी। आई डोंट नो।
तो अनीता जी, ऐसा है कि आर यू फीलिंग द हैवीनेस टिल नाउ?
नहीं, थोड़ी देर रहा, अब ठीक है।
ओके, ग्रेट। सो ये हैवीनेस क्यों आता है सर का, पता है आपको? अगर
नहीं सर।
तो yesterday मैंने इसके ऊपर I had spoken about that the head is where the amygdala is, the brain is where the amygdala is. The amygdala is the trauma center of the brain, and it is also known as the heart of the brain. Because of that releasing, you get the feeling that the heaviness is there in the head, but the releases are happening for the amygdala. So a lot of trauma got released from you, maybe on the weakness which you may have thought about.
Okay.
So हमारी बॉडी इतनी पावरफुल है, the moment you decide कि मेरे को ये करना है, like you said the weakness, when you said the weakness and I said that you have to make that weakness your strength. So it was you, your body, who has done this. The symbol has only transformed you. So this is what I wanted to share with you, that you have released a trauma from your body.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank
And
you,
that
sir.
sleeping which you were getting was rightly the relaxation which comes after you release that trauma. So आप
Yes, sir.
relax लगता है कि नहीं तो क्या होता है, you feel stressful, you feel anxiety. So once you release the stress and anxiety, you start sleeping, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So you can just now, Simran, you can just fill the packages.
Yeah.
If
We have one question.
please.
Arvinder is asking, what if a uterus is removed? Then how it affect and how the healing can be done? Mine is removed.
What is removed?
Uterus.
Okay.
Mine is removed 3 months back. After that, I am going through many issues.
Yeah. So so that also, see, what happens is that removing that uterus may have triggered something in which you have gone through in your life. And once you go through a process, then we will know what you are releasing and where it is coming from. Maybe depending on the severity of it, maybe a package C or a package B will, according to me, it will help you to release. First of all, so bringing it to awareness and then releasing it, of course. So it's a single process altogether. So once you have released the uterus, means something has got triggered in your mind, maybe coming from a childhood, or maybe from your mother's womb. And probably some expectation, I'm just intuitively being guided about some expectation. So I would not like to get into any personal questions here, but maybe was there any expectation around this? You had to remove it due to some medical condition, or how was it? So maybe all those things will give us the answers around it. Am I okay?
Yes, Deepakji, thank you. Okay, let's share the packages now with everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so package A is personal session 1 hour, comprehensive inner child healing, in which do the healing for each year, going back, cellular memory of your lives every year, cleared, healed, and energized. Receive karmic board members' energies. So it also helps your mother's womb, healing you from current age back to your mother's womb. So releasing vows, dark energy, suppressed anger, anxiety, stress, self-destructive habits, and many more. Even stress, anxieties, and even these procrastinating habits. Yeah. Receive healing with one symbol, 6 angelic light, and 2 Lord's energies. So basically giving healing, forgiveness, all these, along with courage and clarity of thought and vision. Ask a number of concerns from any area of your life, or you don't need to share any detail of your issue. So we maintain complete secrecy. In case you don't want to discuss about it, we just release it without, and I'll just tell you what emotion I'm releasing from that particular year. Cellular memory. As it happens on the cellular memory, it is 60 to 84 trillion cells which are cleaned every year, and 72,000 nadis of each year which are cleared. So that is the kind of depth. Receive MP3 extension of healing. So basically that's a 27-minute audio which we give for 30 days after the healing session. You have the option to record the session. 3 months. So bonus we are giving is 3 months personal WhatsApp support for package A. One follow-up session, 15 minutes after 7 to 10 days. MP3, meet your inner child. That is going to be given to people who take the healings. Extension of healing process, that is MP3, which is for the clearing of your mind blocks, to train mind not to attach to negative elements, to be heard daily for 30 days. So the personal session, as mentioned with these extensions, is 16,600 as the actual cost. On Mystic Lotus, we are offering a very attractive price of 4,999. It's close to 70% saving. Now, package B is all benefits of a personal session, 45-minute plus, and powerful multiplied energy over a group of 3 days, so which is on 26th, 3rd, and 10th February. So in each session, in the 45-minute session, we will be clearing your life's issues, and each group session, there will be 10 to 15 years which will be cleared, and certain emotions which may not have reflected in your this thing, maybe you still would be carrying some part of it. So we help you release them also. Now, the group sessions are 30 minutes each call. Every single participant benefit from each other's issues healing, because a lot of people are not able to voice themselves. So for them, they will be healing from other people's issues, as they would also be carrying similar concerns or similar problems, but not able to voice themselves at times. Yeah. Downloadable recording will be shared for a week. 2 months. So bonus is 2 months personal WhatsApp support, MP3 Meet Your Inner Child, extension of healing process to train mind not to attach to negative elements. This is what the audio is all about, to be heard daily for 30 days. And the price for this is 18,400 and USD 252 on Mystic Lotus. We are giving it at a very, very low, or rather a very attractive price of 5,999 USD 83. Package A and package B is there. Package C is all about becoming a practitioner. So having the power in your hands, in your control. 12 hours live classes on Zoom across 2 days, 6 hours each. Heal all family members inner child issues. See what happens. I'll tell you why I was talking about earlier. Why learning why going for package C is very important. Because when you do a healing, you go back to your home. Now these at your home, you've got family members who are still living in the third dimension. And you are now healed, and you're maybe, getting more or less approaching or 4D or 5D energies, fifth dimension energies. I will explain in brief about what I mean by 3D, 4D, 5D energies. But when you go back to your home, you're going into the 3D energies. So whilst you are cleared, still you go back to your energies, and then you will find that, there is a confusion inside you, probably after the healing also, maybe sometimes. So here, the package C will help you, as you can even heal your family members one by one, so that their energies also improve, and the frolicking or the abundance comes into the family itself. That is the whole point. So heal all family members' inner child issues, plus clients professionally also. You can use the healing. It's a very powerful tool, and it helps transform people's lives. Keep clearing new things that come up month on month. Children can also be healed. Any years, 2 years, 3 year children, and 4 year children can also be healed, because whatever stress they are carrying from the mother's womb can also get cleared. Get PDF notes. So basically there's a manual in which I have given a lot of details, about 35 page manual, in which a lot of details on this, how trauma comes and how we can avoid it. And there is even, you can take it further. I'll share what. So the course overview is mind energy and stored energy, which I gave a small reference about how the plant is affected by the weed. That is mind energy and stored energy. I'll give more details on that. Types of trauma in detail. We discuss about trauma, what kind of trauma, 7 types of trauma, and how it affects which part of the body. And we also make you go through an exercise where during the course, where we make you aware of what is your, which trauma you attached to, or which trauma are you affected by. Habits imbibed during childhood by inner consciousness is also one of the sessions, in which how your mentality, how you become as an individual. You become an outspoken person, you become a mute person, mute spectator. That all is basically identified during the course. Like me, I was mentioning that I was a very shy person. Now suddenly I have become a public speaker for the last 5-6 years. Those things have changed. So I have made a difference because of my choices. So you can choose to be what you want to be. This is the course which will help you to be what you want to be. Womb healing, Garbhasha Shuddhi. In the course, what we do is that we heal each month. First month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth, so up to 9 months when you are there in the womb. So we heal the womb before you come. After you come, we heal each month in the course till the 9th month. And then when you come out, we heal you till your current age. Ancestral issues also can be cleared. Fears, as I mentioned some time back. Bubble boundaries is a very interesting article or a subject in my in the manual, in which we do a very fun exercise to identify your bubble boundaries and how to clear them. Like these, like the one which we did where we converted your weakness into your strength. Like that, bubble boundaries also, we help you to convert them into your healthy shields. So anything that we make is making you from negative into positive, always. Live case studies for things, and maybe live case studies are part of the course, which some of them you may have heard today also, yesterday also. Yeah. So learn processes to heal your own and others, child issues and trauma, block healing and releasing system from conscious and unconscious and transform to 3D to 5D energies. Receive attunement with Archangel Haniel, Michael, Gabriel, Shamiel, Zadkiel, Raphael, Lord Melchizedek, and Lord Metatron. So here, cleansing. So I will be doing 7 heavy processes, powerful healing processes during the course, which is the cleansing, balancing, healing, pain and trauma and less than God energies. This is one process. It's a huge process. It's one process of about 25 minutes. Healing all trauma, pent-up anger from all years of your life. This itself is 1 hour, 15 minutes process. The second one, healing all trauma, pent-up energy, anger from all years of life. So which means you clear yourself in your awareness around you. Third is healing from karmic board members for even the womb healing and other things. So likewise, the 3D to 5D, the block clearing. So the block clearing is also used for people who are not able to heal. They are able to heal, but they are not able to feel or give a proper feedback to the client, which makes the client not very happy. So here you will be completely empowered to become a professional healer. Yeah. So here the bonus also is that every month we will have a practice session for 12 live group practice sessions, so that you become completely expert in this domain. 1 year WhatsApp group support. Generally, this can even turn up to a lifetime support, depending on, of course, how we take it forward. Professional guidance for your first 5 clients. This is a commitment from me. I will help you because I want this process to be spread across the world, India and across the world, because that is what I have been, this is where I have downloaded this, probably it has come to me, and I need to see that people who do it need to practice for themselves and others, so that it becomes more and more promulgated within the universe, and we make a better world where we are. Rather, the world will not improve, but we will change the world around us. That's for sure. Yes, and one more thing. The program schedule is 28th and 29th January, 1st and 2nd February. This is our current dates. And there would be no new batch, some more batches also, which I had shared yesterday, that I'm committed by that. The 12th, the 28th and 29th is as per India time, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. The second batch, 1 and 2 February, is for maybe Europe and USA time, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. India time. So you can choose any of these two. Timing wise also, maybe I'm a bit flexible here, there, depending on collective, whoever is joining, we can look at that. Yeah. So with this 12 live group practice sessions, 1 year WhatsApp group support, professional guidance, the MP3s, the free revision of the course. Okay, so anytime you want to repeat the course, you don't need to pay any charges. It is all inbuilt. It is a complimentary repeating of the course. So the value is 77,998 and USD is 1,065 and the energy exchange 19,999 only on Mystic Lotus for package C, USD 274, which is close to 74% savings straight away. So this is where I just wanted to share about the packages which we have just shared. Just take a call depending on how you're guided by your masters. Now I will also do a session in which I will say some words and just see how your body reacts to those words. Yeah, the offers are valid till today midnight. So please have a look at it and be guided. I am on the group till late night. So you can ask me any question, any confusion, any particular clarification which you want for any question that you may have. So now I will be saying some 10 words which you need to see how your body reacts to those words. Because our body is a very dynamic structure and it helps us to know where the blockages are. In the 10 statements here, you will get your reactions from the 60 to 84 trillion cells and the 72,000 nadis. So that's the huge situation. You will get feelings, so just be aware. Just relax your mind, body, and soul and sit peacefully in your place. I'll say the words. Now I'm just requesting you to take your awareness to your heart chakra. And be very relaxed and balanced. You're completely balanced and peaceful and relaxed. I will say the 10 words now, one after the other. Just note what all messages your body is giving you, which will help you to be aware of what your body is carrying or what your mind, store consciousness or the unconscious mind is carrying. Start. First word, guilt. Reaction. Sexual abuse. Easy action. Third word, violence. What the body's. Fourth word, anger. Fifth word, pent up anger. Sixth word, peace. Note the body's reaction. Worry. Note the body's reaction. Grief. Note the body's reaction. Bitterness. And now the 10th. Relaxation. Note the body's reaction. Just note all that you have gone through, all that your body has indicated to you. If you want, you can write it down. And for your knowledge and awareness, which will help you to take a call on which package will work best for you, or as you're guided by the masters. I will be there on the group. How did you feel during this process? Also, you can share with me. Is Namrata ji come back? Can you just check?
We are checking. Have sent a mute request.
Okay, okay, thanks.
We have one question in the group.
Yeah.
Pratiksha is asking, is it also possible that we are not aware of our trauma or weakness, but still during healing we feel something is releasing?
Of course. As I mentioned, that maybe we see what happens is that we get used to the energies. We feel that this is normal. What is happening is normal with me. And that is where, so what may be normal with us may not be a normal thing otherwise. So we get into a perceived notion saying that this is a normal thing to happen. Getting stressful is okay. Tomorrow is my result, so I'm okay being stressed. So that is an expectation which you have. You want to be stressed one day before the exam results are there. One day before the exam, you will be nervous. So that is your normal behavior. So you don't see it as a drawback. You don't see it as a negative attribute. So which is where you're not able to connect these two, that this is not normal. Being nervous is not normal. Yeah, being fearful and acting on that fear may be normal, but being nervous is going to drain your energies. So that way, it kind of it becomes a mind play for you at that time. I hope I have answered that, right?
Yes, Deepak ji. We have one more question. Rahul is asking, since mother's womb is being healed, would it affect my siblings also? If so, in what way?
See, the healing when we do, it is for you when you are arriving in your mother's womb. So every sibling will have different experiences in the womb. Because mother's womb, something like, for example, I'm just saying that maybe, something when I was born, that time India-Pakistan war, India-China war was on. So my mother was more fearful. So like when my brother was born, that time there was no war. Everything was fine. So each circumstances would be different. So when we heal you, the time when you were in the womb, so the womb as such gets cleared for you when you are there in the womb. Whatever thoughts or whatever stresses, like for example, someone who had gone through a kind of a famine during their mother's womb, there was a famine which came up. So that famine affected this person's eating habits, which the other brothers and sisters did not have that problem. So it is you who's getting healed, not. So when we heal you, the mother's womb is healed for your karmic issues or whatever you have imbibed from there. It's cleared from you. So the womb clearing affects you, or rather changes you or transforms you. Yeah, I think guys can see. Yeah, I hope that clears.
Yeah.
Namrata ji has, I think, come. So thanks, Namrata ji, for making time.
Namaskar, Deepak sir.
Yeah, so you can just take the namaste.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I'll just give a small brief about Namrata ji before you start. Before you, Mother, go ahead with this, Namrata ji. Namrata ji has been associated with me more than 1 year and 3 months, right? 1 year and
Yes.
3 months. And yes, so basically she has done some processes and she makes it a point to heal or use the processes for the family. So, and helps release all that is blocking them in their life. So, in short, whatever she learns, she is using them and to make her life more successful and more clear. And that is the intention which she always carries, that, how can I make things better for me and my family? That is the intention always. And that, to a certain extent, if you, what she will maybe telling you is how that this inner child has transformed her life, or maybe, yeah, over to you, Amrita ji.
So, thank you. As Deepak ji said, I have been associated with him for more than a year, but I have been practicing healing for some time now. So I was very attracted to the Deepak ji's courses because of curiosity, and I learned a lot through him. And this modality, this inner child, has been very, very helpful and effective. So what I would generally like to say is that the inner how my journey began was that my daughter was very unwell. She was 12 years old and she was just not recovering. So I was trying every possible thing. So in addition to medicines and a lot of so she had fever for more than 6 months, and we could not ascertain the cause of fever. There was infection, but what was the cause of infection we could not find out. So healing, so I was healing her and I kept on healing her. Then but every day was a journey. I had to restart. So every day I was healing her and healing her and healing her. And then one day this program was I heard about this program, the inner child, and which is when I started doing my research on inner child. So what I understood was that uh, with time, what happens is that we get disconnected, or we go lost from what we actually are, from what we are within. And when we are lost and we are doing everything, but we are not catering to our own being, what happens is then a lot of problems start coming up. So it is very important for the inner child to get healed. So for example, that you may be feeling very let's say very angry, and each time that your anger is cured, you feel that the anger is cured, but then there's another burst of anger after some time. So what is happening is that we have not addressed the root cause, which is your inner child. So once your inner child is healed, then you will start noticing that a lot of things start falling in place. So it is like saying that we wear makeup and we start looking pretty and all, but as soon as the makeup layer is gone, we can see dry skin or we can see wrinkled skin, but we have not had enough water or minerals or anything
Yes.
for the skin to grow healthier.
Wow.
So the important thing is for this to grow healthy.
Wow.
So I did his program, and in the process I healed a lot. And then as soon as my class was over, I called my daughter. I said, let's start doing it on you. So there was a huge difference in her. And every night she would, so Deepak sir gives an audio after this, and every night she would have the audio on and sleep. And she also had problems sleeping, so she would say, just give me the audio because I fall asleep as soon as I hear the audio.
Wow.
And there have been a lot of changes in her. So my personal viewpoint is that it makes a lot of sense for each one of us to learn something, because if I get the healing done once, it is not that I will not pick up some thread somewhere, because the soul is ancient. I mean, it has
Wow.
lived its millions of years. So today if I clear something, yes, I will reap the benefit of that clearing for some time, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, depending on what is our state of evolution. But after that, one will require something to be done again. So I use healing on a day-to-day basis. So every day I am healing myself, I am healing my children. And what I realized, the more I heal, the more happy my environment is. So I think
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to say. So it's I feel that each one of us should get empowered with learning healing rather than just getting your healing done. Because yes, getting the healing done is very, very important, because um, that is the believability part. So in my case, that was the believability part. But after that, I think it's a journey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very, very nicely worded. And I think you kept your heart out for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Beyond your busy schedule, thank you for being able to share the details.
Yes.
Here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
So
you.
I
Namrata.
can.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
I will leave now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Namrata ji, for able to make time, and I'm really obliged to you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Yeah. So, yeah. So that was Namrata ji basically sharing some things, how maybe this thing has transformed her. Her daughter, particularly, who had been some poor thing, was going through a lot of churning for about 13 years. She has faced a solace in the last 1 year, which she learned the process, was able to immediately. So it's something like, which is where I said very clearly, So if you learn it, I would always tell you to please follow the processes. Please do it on yourself. Please do it on your family, so that you can get abundant in your thought, in your mind, in your body. Abundance is not a destination. Please bear that in mind. Abundance starts with the way I think. Abundance starts with the way I act on my goals, on my objectives. First of all, ask yourself, think of a money figure which you want to achieve. You might see that because of this, all these restrictions, all these fears, we will think about some small figure which we want to earn every month. But when they look at after that figure, even if that figure comes, they will say that, oh, that money was too less. It's already getting over. The month is not yet complete. So we realize only then we raise the bar further. We raise the bar further. We raise the bar further, because we are now thinking that mera job hai, my job will get me only this money every month. Mera increment ho ke boss kitna dega? The boss will give me 8-10% increment, say, in a year. So beyond that, I cannot think, I cannot plan. This is where we go wrong. You have to think big. You have to maybe, get into accepting or receiving money. Think of a figure you want to receive every month. This is where I will help you to achieve that figure. This is where I help people to achieve their figures and their life objectives. So come and join us. Of course, depending on how you are guided by your masters, and life in abundance together. On this soul journey, this life path, everybody is alone, but at the same time, we as a soul family will remain together. With this thought, and just to maybe reiterate one point, our body is a mechanism with which you can achieve anything that you wish to achieve. It is just that you need to put your awareness, your energy to a particular objective. Try it once. Try it. Think of one thing and just don't obsess on that particular thing. Try with a simple thing. When you go to a crowded place and you are driving a car, you're not sure whether you'll get parking or not. Just say, I am surrendered to the Almighty that I will get parking when I go to that particular place. even if it is a crowded place. I have found that once you live your life in such a way where you don't have too many expectations or too much of attachments, you live your life in abundance. That is my request. Have full faith in yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. With these words, I wish to take leave from you. I wish you all a very beautiful, abundant, and full of energy life ahead for you. I will be on the group till night tonight. For any questions, any doubts, anything around any subject, please write to me on the group and I'll be there. The rest, I will see all those who are taking a call to join any of the packages. I'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepak ji, for doing this amazing call. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Simran. Beautiful, fantastic coordination. Fantastic. The whole thing was superbly done. I really obliged to you. And of course, everybody who has taken time out from their busy schedule to be on the